Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Life of Wonders. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, my name is Polo and I love making videos of dolls, toys and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, feel more than welcome to subscribe to it, become a member of the growing Life of Wonders family, and that way you won't be missing out on any of my future videos. Now, today we're going to be having a close-up look at the standard version of the wedding dress for the limited edition Snow White that has not yet been released as such. I believe it might be released in December or January, but anyway, so we only had the chance to have a look at this dress from the D23 exclusive, which is an upscale version of it. And the doll here isn't like the limited edition one, but it's the toner, the rubber toner doll that I had a couple of them, one of them with the signature outfit and one of them dressed in rags. And I love these dolls so much. You know it if you've followed me, in the past. I have Cinderella, I have Belle, I have Jasmine, I have Ariel, I have the Tim Burton collection and the classic Alice in Wonderland collection as well. So anyway, I simply love these sculpts so much. So a dear friend got me this version of the dress because apparently it's already I mean, a few of them were available at Disneyland, and when I realized that that was the case, this friend got it for me and sent it over, and just the dress. So she kept the doll, and I was just interested about the dress, and I'm going to be reviewing this dress. And if you've seen the other reviews, for example, the one that Mario did, who's like an amazing reviewer, it's definitely in the top of my list from the channel. Disney 200. So you will see the differences here, because again, we have not yet seen this doll for like as such, because or the standard version of it. The Jasmine one was released yesterday, I think, and I will be reviewing her as well. But anyway, it's time for Snow White. So as you can see, the proportions between the rubber toner dolls and the limited edition dolls from the Disney Store or Shop Disney are about just the same height. It's just that the rubber toner dolls are slightly thicker, but not all the bodies are as thick. So this one has like a very like princess, corseted waist, and that is why it fits perfectly to her. But the legs and the arms and the neck and even the face, it's a little bit more of a realistic take, like if Snow White was a human, I guess, or a live action of her. And the details have been painted by hand on this doll, and I just seriously, I love it. I love the Disney Store ones as well so much. But I'm so in love with the Robert Turner creations. So anyway, I will get closer because there are a few differences that you will notice while we go through it. But anyway, the most important thing is that it fits perfectly, and I just love the way this one looks. I actually decided to actually, I transformed the one in rocks, which I will be showcasing in the future as well, so you can see it. Because again, as I always say, I have so much more to share with you. I've been a collector for many years, and there is just simply a lot. It's just that I'm caught with a lot of work and studies and everything, but like the whole spare time that I have are dedicated to it, and sharing it with you, it's a huge part of my hobby. So yeah, and I'm super happy that it's enjoyed. So anyway, the thing is, the first thing that you notice is that she's not wearing the crown or the tiara that she was coming with for the D23 exclusive doll. And I decided to keep her actually her bow that is made out of fabric. That this actually this bow wasn't on her, but it has an elastic, and I put it there because I thought it would go very well with the two appliques, which are actually on top of a little piece of fabric as well. And my friend took it very carefully from the door, so I could use it on her. So basically, she's having the same flowers as the D23 and the newer one will have. And I think that, you know, to both sides of the ribbon, it really, or the headband, it really looks so cute. I love her face, seriously, though I simply love it. Um, so, having said that, the only thing that I have not attached as such, because I would have to stitch it over, I don't know, a portion of a hair or something, and I don't think I will be displaying her with it, is the veil. The veil is just like right now being displayed on the back as it is, but it's not attached. The flowers are though. And this is the veil, I believe, is exactly the same as the D23. Now, when we look at the dress, is like basically two parts. So there is the bodice and the skirt, and the differences that we notice is that for the D23, there were two chains hanging over here and also on the back, which have disappeared right now. And then these appear to be like a softer color instead of like this very bright red, and that is because there was another layer on top. But I actually prefer, I mean, I like this very deep red color in a way. So those are the differences as such at a first glance. Then the rest of the bodies is exactly the same. It has this same jewel over here. And then we move to this cat, and I believe this cat has the same embroidery detail. I mean, this came like, you know, like this. So it was like so much smaller, but I took all the pins, and you can see it's a super big, quite wide skirt. And the main difference is that this edge for the D23, it was gold, and this time around is white, which seriously, I mean, I love the D23 doll, but I actually very much like these changes in a way. It makes it a little bit more simple, but it really goes with, you know, it really goes very well with the theme as well, without being so very heavily ornamented. Um, but I believe that the embroidery is exactly the same. I don't know if the thread is probably a little lighter, instead of like more accentuated shade of gold, but it's the same pattern. And then it has the different rhinestones, and it goes all the way around, even in the back. I will show you just now. There is another difference that I will share in just a bit. The two long sleeves are the same material with the same trim, and then the little chromatic portion there. And as you can see, well, I don't know if you can appreciate that her arms are a little bit thicker, but again, it feels it feels healthier as well, like I don't know, in a way. And I like to have the feeling that they look a little bit more human in a way. So of course, like I will be making a comparison because I have gotten the 30th anniversary Jasmine with the Robert Toner Jasmine doll, so you will see what differences you can definitely appreciate between them two. It's a whole different take, but I love them both so much. This one actually has well, same points of articulation as any other Disney limited edition doll, even though these dolls were created way before the first limited edition by the Disney Store, which I think it was created 2010, 2011, 2012, something like that. And these dolls were already in the market in 2006. So I believe that the Disney Store was a little bit influenced by it in a way. So it has the articulation, the very same articulation actually, also on the bust, at there's another extra articulation over here, the shoulder, the elbow, and then she has her nails painted in this corally color for both hands. And then, okay, so this is the skirt. You can see the embroidery work. It's very beautiful. I love this dress, really. It's a very, very beautiful dress. And then as we lift this, we find another layer. And as I saw in Mario's review, apparently the D23 had a more of a mermaid shaped, which, when I received this, I had not seen in detail that review, and I thought it was just the same, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is very limited to the movement of her as such. I will she's just wearing other shoes that I place on her, that I'll show you in a minute. But I thought, I mean, the dress, the outer layer has a lot of movement, and this is just like very, very limiting. But then I watched that other review, and that under layer is even thinner, so it's so much thinner, and then it goes like a mermaid shape. So I don't know how I would feel about it, because I mean, it's kind of like crazy to have like the movement of this, but then she can hardly move the legs on the inside with that inner layer, and they're both connected, so you cannot remove it as such. I think, I mean, they are connected, and I believe they would be connected for the D23 one as well. But anyway, this one has more of a bell shape, and it's kind of, it still goes with like the shape of it, like, the imperial waist sort of like shape of these dresses. So it's okay. I think they've corrected it in a way, maybe because it will allow her to be having different poses in which she's not as constricted, in my opinion. And then again, this was like pinned like this, but obviously just for displaying purposes, I think it looks so much better if it can just move like heaven, like it does, like that. And then because the Robert Toner dolls have different arch on their feet, they're not as pointy, I believe, or they're slightly thicker. I used one of my classic Alice in Wonderland Queen of Hearts heels, which I think goes extremely well with, the colors that she's wearing, especially as she has red roses, the red on the sleeves, and it's just made out of fabric and well, plastic for the heels. I put a couple of elastics there, and she even has the pedicure done as well. So, and this is a Disney Store saddle stand, so as you can see, it fits perfectly as well. And yeah, I mean, this is basically, this is it. I will try Okay, so you can see that the I think that this one does not have, okay, the other piece that is missing is the cape that is attached to both sides on the bodies, and then this version does not have that trail of a, it doesn't have a little bit of a longer back to it. It's just like round, so the back of it will be round, as you can see, but it still has all the embroidery, detailing, and the rhinestones, and the piece of like lace, but this time is white, and I believe it's very, very, very beautiful. um and I just love it so much. Okay, I think that the camera, sorry, I don't know how that is going to translate because the camera moved and changed positions. But anyway, I wanted to share it with you because, again, probably she will be released by, the holiday season, but I'm not sure, as Jasmine has just been released. So yeah, maybe one each month, maybe. But this is the dress that you will get in that release, and I think it's totally worth it. It's a very beautiful dress, and I wouldn't pay 1,000 extra US dollars for the extra cape. I mean, if I could avoid that, I would definitely. And if you were so lucky to be at the D23 convention, that's magnificent, because that version of her is also very beautiful. And I also wanted to share that the Robert Toner dolls are so, so very beautiful, and so fitting as well, to interchange with the Disney store if you wanted to. Um, so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be sharing so much more, and I will be super happy to get back to all your comments. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.